Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm glad to be with you, and you, and you, and you. I'm so glad I came to school today. I came to school today. I came to school today. I'm so glad I came to school today. I came to school with my friends. Hello. Good morning. I hope you are doing well at home. I'm so glad I'm in school today and I'm believing that I'm in school with all my friends. Wow. This morning we'll be looking at part of the English language again. We have done something on English language this week. We'll be looking at another part of English language, which is reading aloud and writing comprehension. Which is what? Reading aloud and writing comprehension. Now, on our reading comprehension text, I hope you have this. Get your reading comprehension text, because we'll be looking at a very interesting passage today. Very interesting passage today that will help us learn new words and new things around us. Now, I'm waiting for you. Go and get this. Are you with it? Now, I want to tell you that you should have it at the back of your mind that at the end of this lesson, you should be able to read aloud. You should be able to blend your words together and read fluently. As you read, let your teacher nod her head and say, wow, she has done well, he has done well. So, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to read fluently with understanding. Okay? Secondly, you should be able to learn new words. Comprehension mostly is for you to learn new words. So, write it at the back of your mind that you must learn new words today. At least learn 4 new words today. Okay? You can learn 10, but I said at least 4 new words you must learn today. Now, thirdly, you should be able to use these new words we are about to learn this morning to make interesting sentences. When you must have learned these new words, knowing their meaning, then you should be able to use them to make interesting sentences. Okay? Now, today we'll be looking at a comprehension passage whose title is Moon Work. Which title is what? Moon Work. Wow. Moon Work. Wow. Are they trying to tell us that the moon also works? Who knows? Moon Work is the title. We have to rush and read this comprehension passage. Let's see what this comprehension passage is trying to talk about. I don't know if that's about telling us that the moon works. Is it possible for the moon to work? I don't know. Who knows? Now, it is not possible for the moon to work, but let's know what the comprehension passage is talking about. Let's get the comprehension passage textbook and open to page 5. You open to page what? 5. Open to page 5 of your comprehension textbook. Page 5. Now, on page 5, I'm on page 5 now. Listen as you look at page 5 of your comprehension text. Let me read. Okay, as I read, you listen and look at your comprehension text, the page 5 of your reading comprehension text. Now, when you open to page 5 of your reading comprehension text, you will see the title Moon Work. You will see the title what? Moon Work. Now listen, let's know what the comprehension passage is trying to tell us. I read. Neil Armstrong was an astronaut. Wow. He made history on July 1969. He was the first man to work on the moon. When he stepped on the moon, he said, "That's a man, one giant leap for mankind. Millions of people were watching his amazing event on TV. Wow, millions of people were watching him when he was walking on the moon. Millions of people were watching this amazing event on TV. It was awesome. It was an awesome thing to look at the moon that night and know that a man was actually walking around on it. For years, people had wondered if there would be moon creatures living there. People had wondered if there would be moon creatures living in the moon. But the only thing Armstrong found were moon rocks and moon dust. The only thing Armstrong found there was moon rocks and what? Moon dust. Now, wow. So a man walked on the moon before. Wow. And his name is Neil Armstrong. And his name is what? Neil Armstrong. Now we have our keyword. Do you know that I got up to 4 new words, I myself? Now, I just read it once and I got 4 new words. The first thing there is that the man that walked on the moon. A man actually walked on the moon, and people that night were watching him on their TV, and it was wonderful. It was amazing. Wow. The name of the man is Neil Armstrong. Neil what? Armstrong. Neil Armstrong is the first man that worked on the moon. He is the first man that did what? That worked on the moon. I told you that when I was reading, I came across 4 new words. Look at the first new word I came across. Astronauts. They said that Neil Armstrong, the man that walked on the moon, he is an astronaut. So an astronaut is a man or a woman that walks on the moon. So if you happen to go to the university and you want to become an astronaut, what you'll be studying is about the moon, how to work on the moon, and things about moving in space. Wow. An astronaut is a man or a woman that walks on the moon. Wow. I also came across another new word. Wow. Amazing. When they saw Neil Armstrong, when they saw this man, Neil Armstrong, walking on the moon, they were watching him on their TV, and it was amazing. It was surprising. A lot of people were surprised. How can a man walk on the moon? How did he get there? It was amazing. Wow. Amazing is a verb. It's something you do when you're surprised. Wow. It's a doing word, to be surprised. And you see, amazing is a verb. Now, another new word I came across is event. It says, it was stated in the comprehension passage that Neil Armstrong walking on the moon was an amazing event. It was surprising. It was a surprising thing he did that night. So an event is something someone wants to do or something someone is about to do. Anything that you have to do is an event. Be it going to school, be it attending a wedding party, be it a birthday party, is an event. It's something that you have to do. Okay? An event is something that is to take place. Something that is to take place or something someone has to do. Okay? An event. Now the last new word I told you that I came across 4 new words. The fourth one and the last one I will be talking about this morning is wonder. They said when Neil Armstrong got to the moon, they saw him working in the moon. So he was wandering in the moon. He wandered in the moon. To wander means to run up and down in a confused manner. Remember, when Neil Armstrong was walking in the moon, he was actually trying to know things in the moon. He thought that he will see living creatures in the moon. So he was really desperately looking for them, moving up and down, trying to see if he will see any living creatures. So Neil Armstrong wandered in the moon. He was moving up and down in the moon in a confused manner. So wander means moving up and down in a confused manner. So Neil Armstrong wandered in the moon. With this now, I'll be writing the 4 new words we talked about in this lesson. Now, the first one we talked about, this is the first key word. The second one, which will be our first new word, we talked about an event. We said an event is something that will take place. Okay, something that will take place that needs people to attend, be it a party, a burial, or even ceremony. It's an event. Even it can be an event in the school, like end of year party in your school is an event. Now, another word we talked about, amazing. Amazing, A-M-A-Z-I-N-G, amazing. I'll be writing it on the board now. Now, the key words again. The first one, we talked about Neil Armstrong, the man that worked on the moon. His name is Neil Armstrong. He is the first man that walked on the moon. The second word, we talked about event. We said an event is something that is about to take place, something that will still take place that needs people to attend. Be it a party is an event, a burial is an event, end of year party is an event. We talked about amazing. We said amazing means surprising. It means what? Surprising, something that is surprising. Okay? If we say something is amazing, we are trying to say that that thing is also surprising. I'm surprised. This thing is surprising. It means it is amazing. Now I told you the next new word we learn is astronaut. Astronaut, we said an astronaut is a person that walks on the moon. That works on the moon. That works on the moon. That works on the moon. Which one is left? Which new word is left? The last one we talked about wandered. We said that Neil Armstrong wandered in the moon. He moved up and down in a confused manner in the moon. To wander means moving in a confused manner. Moving in a confused manner. Now, we look at these 4 new words: event, amazing, astronaut, and wandered. With this now, what I want you to do for me, since we have learned these 4 new words, I want you, since you have known their meaning, to use these words to make interesting sentence. Make a sentence with event for me. That's question number 1. Also make a sentence with amazing. Make a sentence with astronauts. And finally make a sentence with wandered. Finally, make a sentence with what? Wondered. Finally, make a sentence with what? Wondered. So you are making you are making interesting sentences with event, amazing, astronaut, and wondered. After that, don't forget to submit your work on the website. You upload it back for it to be checked, marked, and commented on. I love you all. We have come to the end of this lesson. And I learned something new from this lesson. Wow. I thought the moon walked. But the truth is that the moon never walked. But Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. And it was an amazing event. Okay? I enjoyed this lesson. And I'll be waiting for your homework to be submitted. I love you all. Bye.